Satnam loves. Thank you all so much for practicing with me. Today we will continue our journey along our chakra channel here, running up the spine, and we'll land right here at the heart. So go ahead and rub your palms together right in front of your heart space. You could close your eyes here right away. Just begin to sit up a little bit taller with yourself and generate some warmth in your palms. Beginning to deepen into your breath. And see if you can really rub your hands together so you create that heat. Like you're trying to start a fire here. And then slow down, slow down, slow down. Bring one palm right on top of your heart, doesn't matter which, and then bring your other palm right on top of that. So we're literally touching down, landing right in the heart center. The Anahata Chakra, space of love, compassion, empathy, understanding. It's really the place where we take all of the self-love that we cultivated in the first three chakras, the lower triangle there, and begin to expand that love out into the world, out into our relationships. So that we move from the me of the first three chakras to the we of the heart chakra. From me to we. Expanding our focus into the collective. And really dropping into the connection and the relationship with our fellow human beings. So the element of the heart chakra is air. So it's very intimately linked with the lungs and with our breath. The sense is touch. So the arms and the hands, the fingers are all extensions of this heart space and the ways in which we both physically and metaphorically touch the world around us. The seed or bija sound is yam. Yam, yam, yam. I want us to begin together. We'll collectively chant yam 4 times. 4 times because the heart chakra is our number 4 energy center. But before we do that, I want us to take some collective breath together. And I want you to really feel psychically this presence of virtual community. This space that we practice in with others around the globe. And feel the energy of all of these fellow human beings practicing with you. Now invite a deep breath in here through the nose. Really fill up your lungs, maybe even taking another sip of air through an O-shaped mouth. And then I want you to powerfully exhale through an O-shaped mouth. Breathing in here. And breathing out. Last time, breathing in. Maybe you take in that extra sip of air. Hold the breath, feel that fresh prana circulating through every cell of your body, energizing you, oxygenating you. And then powerfully exhale. And now for Yam, inhale. Yam. Take a little bow of your chin in towards your heart. And then go ahead and flutter your eyes open if you'd like, or you can feel free to keep them closed. Keep your left palm resting right on the front of the heart and bring your right arm out to the right with your thumb down, and then bend the right arm behind your back so that the back of your right hand touches down towards the back of your heart space. Okay, let that shoulder, both of your shoulders open here, your right elbow drop down. Close your eyes if you open them. And we're going to begin a round of breath of fire here, unless you are pregnant or breath of fire does not sit well with your constitution. Otherwise, rapid fire, inhale, exhale. The exhale happens powerfully, pumped from the belly out through the nose. Exhale, 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 exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in, squeeze your root lock, draw the chin down into the chest. And then powerfully exhale. Free up your arms and just switch it out. So that's your right palm face down in front of the heart. Your left arm out to the left. Turn your left thumb down so you're internally rotating that arm. And then bend your left elbow, playing with bringing the back of the left hand to the back of the heart. Open the shoulders, expand across the chest, close the eyes, and then breathing either long and deep or breath of fire. Either way, really oxygenating your whole body, your whole mind here. Exhale, 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 exhale. Pour the breath out, empty. And then inhale deep. Squeeze your root lock. Feel the energy riding up the spine. Maybe take in another sip of air. And then powerfully exhale, releasing into the earth. Go ahead and release the arms. You can shake them out. Go ahead and shake your legs out in front of you. And then keep your right leg long. I want you to bend your left knee so that your left leg's coming into a tree shape. Left foot into your right inner thigh. Lean forward if you can. Yogi toe lock. Peace fingers with your right hand. Lots of peace and love today. Wrap them around your big toe. And then if you can, press your thumb into your big toenail, which helps us to really turn our attention inward into our own inner wisdom, okay? And then bring your left hand, if you can, to the inner arch of your right foot. Or if you're not grabbing the foot, grab your shin or wherever else you can get, okay? I want you to drop your left shoulder and your left rib cage down a little bit and just fold as much as you can over your leg. So this is going to be the breath out. As you inhale, I want you to lift and lengthen the spine and hinge your left arm open. Reach that left arm back. So there's a little twist happening there. And then as you breathe out, you're going to bring the left hand back to the inner arch of the right foot and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hinge the left arm open, wide across the collarbones. And then exhale, fold back into your leg. Close your eyes. Deepen your breath. I want you to really focus on powerful, intentional breathing in this practice. With the left arm hinging open, it's like the door of your heart, metaphorically opening up. Take it at your own pace. Got just a few more here. Inhale, open wide, pause. And exhale, close it down, fold over your right leg, pause. Slowly release the foot, roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. And then we'll just switch it out. So lengthen your left leg out in front of you. Bend your right knee into a tree. Lean your chest forward. If you can, peace fingers. Left hand, wrap around your big toe, thumb into the toenail. Right hand to the inner arch of the left foot. Take a moment here to fold as much as you can. Really stretching that life nerve running down the back of the leg. In this one. And then on your next breath in, lift and lengthen the spine. Hinge your right arm open, reach it back. And then exhale, close it back down and fold over your left leg. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, fold. Close your eyes. Couple more. Inhale to pause. And exhale, fold over the left leg and pause. Rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Cross your ankles here. Meet me in tabletop, all fours. Bringing your knees right under your hips, your wrists right under your shoulders. Palms spread wide. Really press those finger pads into your yoga mat. I'm going to roll through some cat-cow here. So inhale, drop the belly. Stretch your heart forward and up. And then as you exhale, curl the belly in and up towards the spine and open up through the back of the heart. Inhale, drop the belly, spinal extension, and then exhale, round through your back, spinal flexion. Close your eyes here. Keep it moving. If it's available to you, you might gradually begin to speed up your cat-cow so that it becomes more of a Kundalini cat-cow with powerful breath. Powerful breath either way. If you are shifting into more of a sped up cat-cow, just focus on that extension and flexion coming from the lumbar spine, the belly, and a little bit into the heart space. Your neck and your head don't really have to move as much. Just let yourself get lost in the breath. Powerful breath, moving the energy out of your mind into your heart. See if you can speed it up for the last 30 seconds. Inhale, arch the spine. Drop the belly down, lift the chin up. Take in another sip of air. Squeeze your root lock. And then powerfully exhale. Round the spine, exposing the back of the heart. And then sit your booty back to your heels, child's pose. Forehead to the ground. See if you can catch a prayer right here. Just settle yourself, even out your breath, in and out through the nose. Imagine here as you breathe in, the breath moving in through the back of the heart. And as you breathe out, the breath moves out the front of the heart, down to the earth. And inhaling through the back of the heart. Exhaling through the front of the heart. Slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Tense your fingertips behind you, thumbs in, other fingers out. You can bring your knees a little bit closer in. Go ahead and peel your shoulders back. Lift your heart up towards the sky. So think shoulder blades kiss here. And then bend the elbows straight back. See if you can lift your knees up. So this is a yin posture to open up the tops of the feet there. Might feel crazy if you don't do this so often. See if you can stay with it. And then drop your knees down, scoop your tailbone forward. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Let your head hang back. You can stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Soften your seat back to your heels. Come forward into all fours. Keeping your hips over your knees, stretch your arms forward into Anahata. If you can, chin to the ground. If that's not working out for your cervical spine, it's not healthy for you, just bring your forehead to the ground. Just breathe into that nice length you're creating through the side rib cage there, sides of the heart, sides of the shoulders, the arms. Nice generous breath here. Heart melts to the earth pose, Anahata. And then slowly lift through the belly and the frontal rib cage there. As you walk your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes, and now lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. You can take a moment there to pedal it out. Reminding yourself to spread the palms wide, really actively rooting your finger pads. Getting long here through the upper half as you spread your sit bones up and back. And then aiming for a little length through your lower half as well as you play with rooting the heels down towards the earth. Inhale, lift your heels high, float forward into plank pose. On the exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Hug your elbows in. From here, lengthen out. Point your toes behind you, but widen your feet a little bit. Hands are wide under shoulders. Inhale to lift yourself up into what feels more like a seal pose rather than a cobra. So it's nice and generous, right? Your legs are wide, shoulders peeling back, heart lifting, elbows hugging in. Look up, take another deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, press your palms into the ground, travel over your knees, bring your big toes to touch, and come back into child's pose. This time as you inhale, come forward all fours, tense your fingers here, work the strength in your hands as you tuck the toes and lift your hips up and back. Inhale to lift your right leg high here. And then look forward on the exhale. Bring the thigh in towards the heart, shoulders over wrists, and then step that right foot between your palms. Go ahead and lower your back knee down, point your back toes. Bring your right palm on top of your right thigh, and then reach your left arm up by your left ear. And then begin to circle out that left arm. Nice big circles, getting into the shoulder joint. Nice deep breath. Squeeze your root lock, right? Feel the stability there. Strengthen your legs. That all helps support heart opening. And now inhale, reach your left arm up, let your right arm meet it. Catch a prayer. Bend the elbows so that the prayer moves towards the back of the heart. And then see if you can pour a little bit more weight forward into your right foot. And then lift your heart up and back. And then exhale, fingertips to the earth. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. You can plant your palms all the way as you step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels high, come forward plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Get long here on the earth. Widen your feet out, more like mat's width. Inhale, press up into seal. Exhale, move back into child's pose. Big toes touch, sit back towards your heels, heavy head. Inhale as you come forward, all fours. Come onto your fingertips, tuck your toes, stretch your hips up and back. Now lift your left leg high as you breathe in. Breathe out, look forward, gather the knee in towards the heart, shoulders over wrists, press the earth away, and step the left foot between your palms. Back knee down, point your back toes, left hand on top of left thigh, right arm reaches up, and then immediately begin to circle that right arm back like a big backstroke. Big breath. Activating your root lock. And then inhale, reach both arms up, catch a prayer, bend the elbows, prayer behind your back. Pour a little bit more weight forward into your left foot as you lift the heart up and back. And then release. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to roll it forward, plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. This time come right into a cobra. Maybe pop your knees up all the way for upward facing dog if you feel ready. Really pressing the tops of the feet into the earth. Lift through your quads. Peel the shoulders back. And then exhale, travel over the toes back into downward facing dog. Ground here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend and widen the knees. Look forward. Bottom of the breath out, either step, hop, or float your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale here to lengthen the spine. Exhale to melt into your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, rise all the way up to stand, catch your prayer. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Arms by your sides. Stand tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, inhale, bend the knees and sit low into chair pose. So sitting back and down. And now bring your left leg behind the right so that your knees are crossed. Your left toes are tucked a little bit beyond the right side of your yoga mat, winging the arms by your sides. Just a little curtsy, a little bow. Now you're going to pour the weight into your right foot. Come up to stand, kicking your left heel in towards your left sit bone. Grab onto the top of your left foot with your left hand. And then reach your right arm up by your right ear. So we're getting into a fun little quad stretch here. Knees coming in towards one another. Left elbow tractioning straight back there. Heel to booty. Lifting your ribs up out of your hips. And then gently release the left foot down right next to the right. Both arms by your sides. Inhale, chair pose. We'll take it on the other side. Bringing your right leg this time behind your left. Wing the arms by the sides. So think of like a flat back here through the spine. Your heart's reaching forward. Your booty's reaching back. Now pour the weight into your left foot. Grab the top of your right foot with your right hand. Left arm by left ear. Knees in towards one another. Right heel to right sit bone. Feel the downward current from the hips down the standing leg through the foot into the earth, but then that upward current from the hips, that rise up here of the rib cage, up through the crown to the sky. And then let it go gently. Inhale, chair pose. This time as you exhale, wing the arms back behind you, interlace the hands, and just fold here, allowing the arms to lengthen overhead. Gently releasing. Inhale here to a flat back, step back plank pose. And then either lower knees, chest, chin all the way to the earth, or maybe lean your weight forward and lower halfway for chaturanga. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inviting a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale to lift your right leg high. Exhale to step the right foot between the palms, back heel down. Bring your right hand on top of your right thigh and then reach your left arm up. And then you can take a few little circles there. And then reach both arms up, catch a prayer. Bend the elbows, prayer behind the back as you lengthen that front leg. And you might even flex the front foot so that you're digging the heel into the earth, toes towards the sky. Take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, rebend your front knee, plant the foot, wing the arms back by the sides, and then interlace the hands behind you. I need to move my mic pack, but you begin to bow down and in here for devotional warrior. Just really let your head get heavy, letting all the blood rush to the head, further opening and awakening the heart space. Allowing your right outer hip to move into center, your back leg to firm up. And then release your fingertips to the ground, lengthen your front leg. Flex the foot and then turn the right toes to the left so that you come into a wide straddle fold. And take a moment here to really just let yourself get heavy. Maybe even stretch those arms long in front of you, almost like down dog with your upper body. And a wide straddle with your lower body. Nice even breath. And then walk your hands back. I want you to tense your right fingertips under the nose. Inhale to reach your left arm up. So you're twisting to the left. Lifting and lengthening the spine here. And then turn your left thumb towards the opposite end of your mat as you bend the left arm behind your back. So going for a half bind here. You can allow your right ear to just drop down towards your right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale your left arm up. Weave your left arm underneath your right. Catch eagle arms here. Bend your knees quite a bit and just sort of sway side to side. Love these eagle arms. Really helps to open up across the shoulder blades. Maybe a flutter your lips. And then free up your arms. Turn to the right. Step it back. You can move it through whatever vinyasa you choose here. Allowing your vinyasas, really inviting your vinyasas to be loving, to be honest. in your own best interest. Okay, lift your left leg up here, breathing in. Breathe out, look forward, step your left foot between your palms, back heel down. Left hand top of left thigh, right arm reaches up, circle it out a little bit. And then reach both arms up, catch a prayer, bend the elbows, prayer behind your back as you lengthen the front leg. Wrap your right hip forward, lift your heart. Breathe it all in right here. And then as you breathe out, rebend the front knee, plant the foot. Wing the arms back and then interlace the hands behind you as you continue to bow your head down. Gathering the left hip back into center. If you need to widen your left foot out to the left, if the balance is super tricky for you, do that. Find the place where you can really let your head go. And then release your arms, lengthen the left leg, flex the foot, turn the left toes to the right, Prasarita. This time around you might yogi toe lock your big toes or stretch your arms in front of you. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, gently pulling on the big toes as you release the crown of head towards the earth. See if you can begin to align the hips right over the heels. Big, generous breath. And then gently bring the hands back under the shoulders. Tense your left fingertips right there. Inhale to reach your right arm up. Twisting right. Lengthen the crown of the head out of the tailbone. And then wrap your right arm behind your back and allow your left ear to drop down towards your left shoulder. Allow your jaw to unclench. Inhale to reach your right arm back up. Weave your right arm underneath the left. Take a little eagle arm sway. You can bend the knees quite a bit here. And then release your eagle arms, turning yourself to the left. Move it through. Rinse it out for yourself. Let's take it one more round here. Right leg lifts, breathing in. Breathe out, step your right foot forward, back heel down. Let's come right up into warrior one. Bending the elbows, lengthen out the front leg, flex the foot. As you breathe out, devotional warrior, bow down and in. Release the hands here. Inhale, lengthen the front leg. Turn your right toes to the left. Even out your feet. Right away, right fingertips tent. Left fingertips to the sky. And then take that half bind with your left arm. And then this time, look forward. Come right up to stand, keeping the half bind. Right arm by right ear. And then see if you can slide the left forearm up your mid-back and clasp your hands there for Gomukhasana arms. So you want to think right elbow up towards the sky, left elbow down towards the earth. Hug your ribs in towards the spine and let your head lean back into your arm a little bit. Close your eyes. Now you might open those eyes and turn your heels in, toes out. Bend and widen the knees so you're coming into a little goddess here. Keep pressing that head back into your right arm. Take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to release the right forearm to the right thigh. Release the left arm behind your back and reach it over your left ear. So it's a little goddess side bend. And then take it to the other side. Left forearm, left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over. And then again, right side, left arm reaches long. And then go ahead and just turn yourself to the front of your mat, low lunge. And then inhale to reach your right leg up and high. You might take it through a three-legged vinyasa or anything else. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot between the palms, back heel down, rise up into that extended, open, loving warrior one. And then exhale, bow down and into your self-devotion. Release the arms, lengthen the front leg, turn to face the side, left fingertips to the ground, right fingertips to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, take that half bind. Inhale, rise up, right arm by right ear, and then play with your Gomukhasana arms. So if you can't quite clasp your hands, that's cool. Reach for your shirt or your ponytail. Maybe if you have a scarf or a strap nearby, you can use that to bridge the gap. Think right elbow down, left elbow up, ribs in, breath deep. And then turn your heels in, your toes out, bend and widen your knees. Stay just for a moment in this really fierce goddess variation. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. And then switch it, right forearm, right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. And then last time, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches forward. And then as gracefully as you can, might be a little messy, low lunge to the front of your mat. Swing the left leg up and back, three-legged dog as you breathe in. You might take it through Vinyasa with that leg lifted. And we'll meet in down dog. Okay, from your down dog, big toes touch. Inhale, heels high, bend and widen the knees. Look forward, step, hop, or float your feet to the top. Inhale to lengthen the spine, maybe hands on shins if you need extra support. Then exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, catch a prayer. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Arms by your sides, mountain pose. Inhale to chair pose. I'm going to go back to the beginning. Left leg behind the right, wing the arms. Find that quad stretch. So bring your knees to touch. Maybe thumb and index finger meet of your right hand. Index finger is air. Breathe here. Now either stay or maybe Shiva Natarajasana. So reaching for the inner arch of your left foot with your left hand. Make sure your knees are touching before you begin pressing the foot into the hand. And it's the pressing of the foot into the hand that allows you to tip your heart forward. Ooh, and then a little bend in your standing leg. Step back, warrior one. This time lengthen the front leg, shorten and widen your stance a little bit. You can interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale here. And pause. Just feel the knuckles dragging down the back thigh, the shoulders open, heart exposed and open. And then as you exhale, slowly hinge yourself forward into pyramid pose. If you need to drop your arms right away, that's cool. We'll meet there in a couple moments. But if you want to juice this shoulder opening, you can keep the hands interlaced behind your back. Right outer hip back and in, left hip forward. Just allowing your torso to drip down your right leg. Okay, now go ahead and free your arms if you're not there already. Lift and lengthen through your spine. And keep your left fingertips tented right under your left shoulder. Bring your right hand to the right side of your sacrum, even guiding with your right hand that right outer hip back in space as you turn towards the right side of your mat. And then either keep your right hand on the sacrum or maybe reach it up for a little twisted, revolved triangle. Opening up the bottom shoulder. Lift and lengthen the spine. Reach the crown out from the tailbone. One more deep breath in. Maybe reach the right arm forward. And as you breathe out, fold yourself. From here, you're going to lengthen out your stance a little bit. So right foot forward, back heel lifts, back knee down. Point your back toes and then in fact, double up your mat on the left side so there's some extra padding for your left knee. So you're gonna move towards Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, King Pigeon. So right hand top of right thigh, left arm reaches up. Squeeze the root lock, lift the heart up and back. And then again, just take those circles here for a moment, okay? Feel the weight pouring forward towards your right foot. Now, maybe the weight is poured forward so much that you can bend that back knee and grab the ankle with the left hand. You can flex that left foot as well. So maybe you stay here, again, squeezing that root lock, evening out the hips and the chest, maybe right arm up, thumb and index finger meet. Lift your gaze, lift the energy of the heart. Align it with higher awareness. Maybe right arm behind your back for your left ankle. Pressing the leg into your hands as the weight tips forward. Look up, lean back. Ooh, and then let it all go. Release that left knee there. Tense your fingertips and then just bring your right knee back behind you and sit back into child's pose for a moment. That was a lot. You can catch a prayer. And then whenever you're ready, inhale to all fours, exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna try that on the other side. Big toes touch, inhale, lift the heels, exhale, step, hop, float your feet to the top. Inhale to a flat back, exhale to melt. Inhale, rise up to stand. Catch a prayer, and exhale, prayer to the heart, arms by the sides. Inhale, chair pose, right leg behind the left, right away. Wing the arms back. And then come into the quad stretch on the other side. Knees touch, heel to booty. Thumb and index connect the left hand. And then switch your grip there. So inner arch of right foot, right hand. Knees touch and then begin to kick the foot back into the hand. Leaning your heart forward. And then step back. Warrior one, lengthen out and widen right away. Pyramid stance. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale here. Nice big generous inhale. Opening up the heart space, maybe even visualizing green glowing light beaming out from your chest, and then fold down. Little micro bend in that left knee. Left hip gathers back and in, right hip forward. Head heavy, back of the neck long. And all of these folding postures are really so beautiful, right? Where we bring the energy of the upper triangle, the heart, right, to our lower half, the lower triangle. The two meeting. Really, the heart is the bridgeway between the lower triangle and the upper triangle. Breathing in through the back of the heart, breathing out through the front of the heart. Now release your hands. Lift and lengthen the spine. Tense your right fingertips right under your right shoulder. Left hand to the left side of your sacrum. Begin to turn to the left. So lifting and lengthening the spine. You want to try to avoid, right, the flexion through the spine. Think more extension. Use the left hand to help you gather the left hip back and in, right? Using that touch. And then maybe reach the left arm up. Reconnect and root down the back heel. Deepen your breath. Getting your arms in one nice energetic line. Take one more deep breath in, maybe reach the left arm forward. And then breathe out to fold. From here, lengthening out your legs, lift your back heel. Drop your back knee down, point the toes, left hand on top of left thigh. Pad up your right knee. And then reach your right arm up. And circle that right arm back. And then if your weight is pouring forward enough towards the left heel, you can easily bend that back knee. Remember to even out here, flex the back foot, maybe reach your left arm up, thumb and index. Keep reminding yourself to lift your gaze. Maybe left arm reaches for the right shin as well, who knows? Pressing the shin into the hands, lifting your heart up, up, up. Squeeze in that rulock for support. And then let it go. Release the padding under the right knee. Tense your fingers and then bring the left knee back behind you. Sit back into child's pose. Slowly roll up here through the spine. Head is the last thing to lift. And then I want us to close out with just a couple more poses, a little bit more quad opening. So go ahead and find your seat. I want you to bring your right leg into that tree shape and then encourage your left toes back behind you so that as you anchor that left sit bone back down, the left outer hip grazes your inner left heel. So it's half tree, half Virasana. Okay, your left knee is facing directly ahead, and make sure the entire top of your left foot is rooted on the earth there, even the top of the pinky toe, okay? If you have any sort of knee stuff, you're just gonna wanna chill right here. You can tent the fingertips back behind you and walk them back as much as feels good for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna invite you to recline all the way. So you can walk your hands back a tad, and then press your hands into the ground, lift your sit bones, scoop the tail forward a little bit, and then drop your booty back down. And then you can drop your forearms down behind you, keeping that left knee really anchored to protect it. You can either stay here on the forearms, Or maybe you want to just melt down all the way back of the heart to the earth. Your arms can sort of loosely cactus there, or even tee out to the side. If you feel any sort of twinginess or pain in your left knee, back out of it. Wherever you are, breathe deep. Allow the back body, the back of the heart to melt a little bit more into the ground. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Really luxuriate here. And then gently begin to make your way back up. Coming onto the elbows, you might even lean a little over to the right to get yourself up and out. And then bring your left leg forward, bringing the left leg into tree, and then swinging that right foot back behind you. Just checking in that your right knee is facing forward, that you're anchoring down even through the top of the pinky toe there. And then begin to recline. Before you get too far down, lift your sit bones, scoop them forward, and then settle yourself back into the earth. You can play with forearms first, and then maybe recline all the way down. Mentally telling yourself you are a clear, open, and loving channel for divine consciousness, for higher love, higher wisdom. Visualizing that green, glowing light expanding from your chest. Surrendering here. Letting go, being vulnerable, these are all qualities. The heart space. Being vulnerable is being super courageous. Taking one more cycle. And gently, slowly, compassionately get yourself out of the pose. Go ahead and bring both legs out long in front of you. You can lean your heart forward, get the flesh out from underneath you. And go for Paschimottanasana here. So if you can yogi toe lock your big toes, and that's available to you, feel free to take that variation. Otherwise, bend your knees as much as you need. You can even grab opposite elbows behind the backs of the knees and just melt. Otherwise, maybe legs are long. Stretching the heart forward on the breath in, a little bend of the elbows, and then allow yourself to just release here. Slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Bring the hands behind you, point the toes, and then inhale to lift your hips straight up. See if you can bring the toes down towards the ground for an upward plank. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Go ahead and drop your seat down. Cross your ankles. Just one little meditation to close us out. It's a really simple meditation, and just going to be reaching our arms out. So reaching your arms out long. Okay. See if you can glue your fingers together. Your wrists are right in line with your shoulders. Just check in. See if you can soften your shoulders a little bit here. And then close your eyes. And just breathe nice and long and deep. So this is actually a Kundalini meditation for connecting us to our own heart center as well as the heart of the earth. See if you can soften the face. Create more space between the teeth. Feel your power as a lover in this world. Right? The more that we work on ourselves and we open our hearts, we become these beacons of light, a refuge for both ourselves as well as those around us. Deep breath, deeper breath than you think you can even muster here. You might start to naturally feel some trembles, some shakes, some thoughts that you want to give up. See if you can allow the power of your breath, the power and resilience of your heart space to keep you going. Yes, we are still here. We're going to take it a little bit longer. Feel the power of this virtual, online, global community. Almost feeling the energy of everyone's practice, of everyone's strength, helping you hold your arms up here. The energy of your spirit family, your spirit guides, your angels helping to hold up your arms. Keep breathing. Breathe however you need to breathe. Feel that support system of your own body. Your own breath, universal strength. Let's take it about another minute here. You got it. You got this. Keep going. Your arms like wings of a bird. About 20 more seconds. Stretch those arms out. Inhale deep. Hold the breath in. Squeeze the root lock. Expand the fingertips out from the heart center. Take in another sip of air. And powerfully exhale. Let it all go. Holy moly. Bringing your palms face up on your knees. Just let your arms fully relax here. Let your breath even out. I invite you, if you need one here, to take a Shavasana, a final resting. We're just going to close out here, bringing one palm right on top of your heart, the other palm on top, feeling the beat of your heart in your hands, feeling the strength and the importance of what matters to you in your life. Showing up for yourself, showing up for others, feeling that spirit of togetherness right here. Knowing the more we work on ourselves, the more we can show up for those we care about in our lives. Let's breathe it in for one big giant yum. Yum. Prayer to the forehead, a little bow of the head. Satnam, namaste. I hope you all enjoyed this open heart class, and I hope you're just feeling really open and alive and awake, and I'll see you next time.